Morning all. It's been a while since I've posted one of these. Currently about 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm sat in the Lake District. So today, not this any sort of challenge. It's been a while since I've been out properly with my camera and stuff. But today's tiny walk is from Blue Tarn just up to Sidepike in the Lake District, which is Langdale's direction. First dilemma of the day is, do I take my Pentax 645 or my Intrepid with the 6x17 back, because I haven't loaded any sheet film for my my film holders, which I probably should have done in hindsight, but it was a last minute thing just to come out this morning and do this, so yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is take the Intrepid with the 6x17 back and head up there and see what we can get really, because I think a pano is the only thing that's going to work for me anyway in this occasion. I'm sure the 645 would take amazing shots out there, but it's got to be a pano. It's been way too long since I've been out there, so without further ado, let's get on it. But I've got to be honest, it looks an amazing morning this morning. See some stars out, not much cloud cover, but there is a bit of haze about as well, so hoping that yesterday's sunrise was absolutely beautiful. So I'm really hoping that this morning's is going to be the same. This was yesterday when we were unfortunately travelling up, so couldn't get out to take any photos. But anyway, I'm going to get on up that mountain and see what we can get. Well, will you just look at this business? This is well worth getting out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning for. It's such a beautiful sunrise. There's a lot of haze in the bottom of this valley. This is Langdale Valley, I think. Blue Tarn is just behind me. But the plan is to shoot in this direction. Don't know if you can see it very well on the video there, but in the bottom right hand corner there's a rock which I quite like to get in, and then all the heathers flowering at the moment, so there's loads of purple dotted amongst the walkway up here. But the plan is to get a pano out, so as soon as the light starts to get up, hopefully it'll lick these mountains and we can get some pretty decent photos out here. That's the plan anyway. So like I said, I brought the Intrepid with the 617 back. I've got 4 rolls of film. I've got 2 colour. I think I've got a gold, a nectar, and then I've got 2 black and whites, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be completely clear or if we're going to get any cloud today or anything. So I also bought some HP4 and also some Pan F50. So we'll see how we go on with them. I've turned back onto normal video now. I've been trying out some cinematic mode on the iPhone. So yeah, I'll just talk you through what I'm doing here. I've got my, looks a bit messy down there. Look at all the stuff I've got going on down here. But yeah, so I've got my Intrepid set up, and I've got I'll just go drop down there and show you. I've got the 6x17 back on it. So what we got is this is the iDay 6x17 back, dock slides here. Takes 4 shots at 6x17. You get 5 to 4. No, you don't. You get 6 out of 6x12, and 5 out 6x14. So that's what that will take, and you put little inserts in it to get that. I've got a 0.9 grad on just to hold back some of the sky. As you can probably see now, some of this light is beginning to hit this here, and I'll just spin round, because as you can see, this light here, hopefully be able to see that. I mean, all these flying ants or something they are on here, but this light here is quite diffused by that haze that's in the atmosphere at the moment, but it is just such a beautiful place to be. But anyway, this is the 4x5 Intrepid camera. It's just sat on a Manfrotto tripod, and I've just got a cheap cable release from Amazon. I go through millions of these, so perhaps I should buy a more expensive one. That might be the cheapest way of doing it. But anyway, so yeah, this is the scene. I've got this rock here, this one, sorry, this bit of heather, and then I've got this sort of mountain range in the background there. And what I'm looking to do is, like I say, a 6x17 of that. So I'm going to take a couple more frames. I've already taken one. I think I'll probably take another one now, and then this them little flying things on me. This dry stone wall that's here, and this heather that's on this side. I did have a look through my viewfinder app earlier, which is the Marks viewfinder, and there's a real nice shot there if I take that in portrait of that wall leading up to the top of that mountain. So that's where I'm going to go in a minute with that. And there's also another shot in the same vein of this rock here with this bit of heather, and then that mountain range in the background there as a portrait shot is a nice one also. And I'm going to take it with the 6x17, but in portrait mode. So I quite like that sort of thing. If you've got like a long wall at home, and you want your long thin wall at home, and you can hang something like that, it looks quite nice. So yeah, I haven't taken many of them, but I'm going to take a couple today with that. So yeah, so I've got Hector 100 in here at the moment. I've got one roll of gold, just because I'm finishing that off. I didn't bring any portrait with me because I wasn't sure on what, like I said earlier, I'm not sure on what the weather was going to be like. I've actually brought 2 rolls of black and white as well, so I'm going to finish the colour off this morning while this light is looking as nice as it is, and then I'll probably flick onto black and white and take a few shots with that. But technically, I've only got 8 shots in total, because you only get four each out of your 6x17, and yeah, so I've only got 8 shots of colour, 8 shots of black and white. So I actually prefer working that way, if I'm honest with you, rather than bringing out a digital camera. I've got a digital camera, but I don't really use it that often. I prefer the having a limited number of shots, because it makes me walk around more, think a bit more about what I'm doing. I also like the peril of getting home and not knowing if your shots actually come out or not. So I've been walked all the way up here, although it wasn't that far, because I've only literally just come from down there on that road, so it's really not that far. But I checked up here at 3:30 this morning. Yeah, and you might go home and there could be an issue with the camera, light leaks, could be an issue with the film, unlikely, more likely light leaks. Could be issue with the film, could be issue with developing. So there's all sorts of issues you can get with film, but I just prefer using it because yeah, just like I say, it makes me stop and think a lot more about what I'm taking. Plus, it's bloody expensive. So anyway, right, I'm going to go and take the next shot. Okay, for those of you who are interested, look at all these bloody things flying around my head. What the hell they are? They're doing anything. Anyway, For those of you interested, with the settings on the Hectare, which I've just finished the roll, with the 0.9 filter, shooting at ISO 100, the basically allowing for S-Pod speed and stuff like that. I was on f45, which was giving me about 1 minute 14, so I've taken 2 shots of 1 minute 14. Hopefully we get a bit of streak in the sky, because as you can see there's a few clouds up there, so hopefully there's a little bit of streak on those. I then took the grad off and did a couple of exposures about it. That because the sun had risen a little bit more anyway, that given me a second, which when you take into account rest possibly a second on Hectare, there's actually that's the bottom limit before it starts affecting the film. So according to the app anyway, so that's what they say. But look at these bloody things, they're doing my head in, whatever they are. So yeah, so I've just switched to gold now. So I'm going to get on and shoot 2 more frames of this, and then I'm going to do my vertical there, and I'm going to do my vertical over there. As you can see, so it just walked across the camera. And then I'm going to get pack up and start making my way down. Get away from these bloody things. They don't actually bite, they're just bloody annoying because they keep landing on you. But anyway, but it is so warm up here, it's just it's beautiful. But anyway, I want to get on and take these next couple of shots. Well, that's me done for the morning. Got to get back now. But I'm sort of glad in a way that I've got my 4x5 with me, because if I'd had my other camera, I think I'd have burned through all of my rolls of film that I bought with me for this trip. Because this is beautiful. I mean, all this, look at all this heather. There's loads of it. It just goes on for a mile, and mixed in with this rock and sort of the, things like the dry stone wall, which is here. It's beautiful. It is really beautiful. So I could definitely recommend coming up here this time of year and getting out in the heather. Anyway, I've put the shots up, so hopefully they've turned out. So yeah, the Hectare 100, 4 shots taken with that, with the 6x17, and 1 roll of gold 200. I've got shot through that, 4 rolls of that again on the 6x17. So I'll stick them on the screen. The landscape, well, not landscape, the portrait ones, hopefully they turn out okay. But I'll stick them up anyway, and I'll talk through any issues as I put them on screen. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that you manage to get out and somewhere like this and sort of, yeah, go out and shoot some film or digital, whatever you fancy. Anyway, bye for now.